lot of moxie by being very calm and cool during that interview. He also did something interesting. He threw a couple of shots at spares on the alternate lane in case he happens to leave one, but with shots like that, you wouldn't expect it.
Mike Miller has thrown nothing but strikes today. And Ricky Ward, who is the top seed, had a great week, very consistent, was in first place, leading all bowlers for most of the week. And Ward starts out with a strike. He, the left-hander in today's tournament, and the only left-hander. Ricky from North Fort Myers, Florida, 30 years old. And a look at what he's done on the Spring-Summer Tour, his best effort being third in the Masters in Syracuse last month.
Now you see the DQ in the Empire State Open. He actually used the ball that he had not weighed in. When he did weigh in, it weighed in illegal, and he was disqualified. It's something that Ward brought up on his own. He wasn't trying to pull up something funny. He just forgot to weigh the ball, and as he starts out with 2 strikes in a row and puts some pressure right back on Mike Miller.
And Ricky Ward, a couple of strikes to open up. 10-pin lead early, but if Miller strikes, that will even it out once again. Marshall touched on it a little bit. Any letdown for Mike Miller after bowling a 300 game?
Well, it doesn't look like it. Not after the first frame. Will he strike in the second? Not only is he striking, look at how solid those shots are. It's just, I'm absolutely dumbfounded. Not since I watched Bob Benoit many years ago at the Quaker State Open in Grand Prairie, Texas, has I ever seen anybody so solid with their strikes going flush. Look at the way he cups that wrist and follows through directly toward the target, the great knee bend, and right now, the confidence of Mike Miller.
And once again, Miller does not use a thumb hole. Bowls with his thumb out, as you can see, which to me and probably a lot of other people makes it even that much more amazing.
Well, trying for his 15th strike in a row, and the 7th pin does not respond. 14 strikes in a row for Mike Miller. The string ends. Watch as the pins will just avoid the 7-pin. You know, so often when the ball comes in half pocket like that, Gary, we're watching the 10-pin to see if the 6 will knock it out. But with reactive resin balls, you see a lot of those half pocket 7-pins left. Hard and straight, his first try with a spare, and look at that. Throws the ball in the channel. I alluded to it earlier. He practiced some spares during the commercial break. Ball fell off his hand and just drops it off his hand left, wants to go hard and straight, just falls into the channel at the very last minute, and there's a lot of disappointment.
Well, this year the pros have converted 227 of 235 single pins, left in 78 games for an average of over 96%, but that did not fall in the 96th percentile. Otherwise, Mike Miller has been perfect.
Oh, baby, what time?
And the break for Ricky Ward as he comes a little bit high and trips out the 6-pin. This ball coming in high. Pin goes to the sideboard, knocks out the 6 and knocks out the 10. He knows it's going to be high.
Oh, baby, what time?
And Ricky Ward now up by 23 over Mike Miller through the first 3 frames of our championship match.
Uh-oh.
Comes in high again. This time there is no friendly break.
So lucky.
This is a spare that can be made, a split that can be made. The 6, the 7, and the 10. Needs to get the ball right of the 6-pin, slide it into the 7. Difficult, but it can be made. And he takes the count.
Well, coming up next week, we're going to close out the Spring-Summer Tour for the PBA here on CBS. It's the AC Delco All-Star Classic. We're going to start at 2:30 Eastern Time next Saturday, and we've got a 90-minute program for you, so don't miss it. It's coming up next Saturday at 2:30 Eastern.
But Gary, Mike Miller was down by 23 pins before that split. Now just 8. He's got to feel like today is his day. But maybe after a shot like that where he threw the ball slowly right through the heart, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10.
Well, up to today, there had been 52 splits so far this year.
Can make this, get it to this side of the 3-pin, roll it over into the 4 and the 7.
And of those 52, Marshall, only 4 had been converted, only about 7% of the spares. And that will not increase the percentage either. So a couple of off frames for both Ricky Ward and Mike Miller.
Almost a case of I don't want it, you can have it so far in the first 4 frames of the championship match. Ward with a 20-pin lead over Miller. Miller needs to get that speed back up. Threw the ball so slowly the last frame. Tried to fit it in instead of stroking the ball down the lane. Better projection, better speed, better result.
Now Mike Miller in the 5th has picked up a strike.
Miller knew what he did wrong the last couple of frames. This ball, he gets further down the lane, better speed, keeps the ball light in the pocket, able to take care of the pins in the 5th frame.
Now Ward, who was on an open, comes back with a strike, so he has struck in 4 of the first 5 frames. Ricky Ward, PBA Rookie of the Year in 1991. Mike Miller now, as you look at the scoreboard, down by 20 to Ricky Ward.
With a strike here, Ward will increase that to 30. This is the lane he came in high on. Not this time, better projection down the lane.
Stop.
So Ricky Ward picks up a strike, trying to keep this match close in the National Bowling Stadium Open. We'll be back in just a moment. Top seed has a 30-pin lead over Mike Miller, who bowled a 300 game in the shootout round. Should Ricky Ward, the top seed, win over Mike Miller today, that'll make the 3rd consecutive #1 seed to win on the Spring-Summer Tour. Miller now up in the 6th, working on a strike after a couple of open frames.
Oh.
Ball drove right through the pocket in front of the 9-pin. What a great shot. What a terrible break as the ball goes right through the pocket. Just the strength of his release coupled with the reactive resin balls. No respect for these 3-pound, 10-ounce Brunswick Pro pins. Using the same ball to shoot the spare. Usually you just go hard and straight on spares. Maybe that 7-pin that he missed in the first frame weighing on his mind. Decided not to use the spare ball.
Let's go. Miller converts this time, but still finds himself down 30.
All the confidence that Mike Miller had coming off the 300 game, it's been deflated quite a bit, and a lot of the reason is from that man right there, Ricky Ward, who didn't pay attention to what Miller did previously, just taking care of his own business.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select.
Oops, double 10.
And now Miller leaving the 10-pin and not near as fortunate, Marshall, as he was in the shootout round.
Well, a good point. He did leave that 10-pin here in the championship match. In the shootout, same kind of ringing 10-pin shot, but a pin came off the sideboard and knocked it out. He's going back to the spare ball, hard and straight. Can he control it off his hand?
So
a conversion for Mike Miller. Well, don't forget, tonight on 60 Minutes, how did 2 guys con banks out of $350 million? Well, it was so easy, you have to wonder why everybody doesn't do it. 60 Minutes tonight, followed by Touched by an Angel. Then the CBS Sunday movie, The Love Letter, starring Jennifer Jason Leigh, Campbell Scott, and Estelle Parsons. That's all tonight on CBS.
And a solid 8-pin for Ricky Ward.
Oh man, well, similar to what
same
had.
shot, the same
nothing.
thing that just happened to Mike Miller
For
on the
Miller.
right side of the lane happens to Ricky Ward as you
And
watch
Ricky Ward,
the good form,
well, lefty,
high
used the
backswing, solid at the line. But take a look at the pins. He goes right through the pocket, leaves the 8-pin. It gives Mike Miller a little bit of life late into the game.
Spade in the seventh.
So now we are through 7 frames of the championship match, and Miller is still down 30 to Ricky Ward. Marshall, Ward didn't bowl last week, and he said that he felt a whole lot fresher and refreshing this week. Came out and bowled very well the entire week.
Well, he did. He took over the lead early in the rounds, and you know, I know when I bowl on tour, I like to bowl 2 or 3 tournaments, then take a week off, just to get it out of my mind. As Ward's up on the left-hand lane. There's the solid strike from Ricky Ward. The 7-pin response at the very last minute.
Ricky Ward yet to win in 1999. He has a 3rd and a 4th place finish so far this year. 3rd in the Masters, 4th earlier in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Mike Miller still well in this match. He's down by 30 pins. Has the opportunity to strike in the 9th frame. If he strikes it all the way out, he can shoot 214. Ricky Ward right now working at a 214 pace. Look at the intensity in the eyes of Mike Miller as he watches the 10th pin knocked out. While Ward looks for his first championship of the year, Mike Miller going for his 2nd. Won the Don Porter Classic earlier, but still has his work cut out here and still down by 30. And with any realistic chance, he needs to strike here in the 9th frame. If he doesn't, he'll need lots of help from Ricky Ward. Here comes the messenger. Here comes a head pin messenger shot right back into that 10 pin. And the reaction of a man who knows he's still got a chance to win. And possibly even a tie. And in fact, the possibility of a tie does exist. You can see Ricky Ward, except for the first round of qualifying where he was 37th. After that round, he has been up close and in the lead most of the rest of the way. A pressure player taking care of it in the 9th frame for Ricky Ward right now. It's very simple. Any kind of a mark, he's your champion. Ward with only 1 open frame. Mike Miller with a couple in this championship match, and that has been his downfall. Mark for Ward, and he will be our National Bowling Stadium Open champion.
I said it in the opening. He's a great pressure player. I see him getting this one. What a great shot. There's your champion.
That will do it. Ricky Ward picks up his first title of the year, and it comes here in Reno, Nevada. We've seen a little bit of everything today, Marshall. A first championship in '99 for Ricky Ward, a 300 game for his title match challenger, Mike Miller, in the shootout round.
Well, I know I've been excited today. I love to watch the guys bowl great, showcase their abilities. Ricky Ward coming through in the pressure. Mike Miller able to take care of it last game with a 300. Great tournament here in Reno.
What if it upsets the space-time continuum? Since the Earth
and that's it. Ricky Ward can take a deep breath. It's a sigh of relief for him. He just has to finish it out. Leaves the bucket, as he says, but it's still a 240 for Ricky Ward.
That's a good
So
game by
Ricky Ward, the winner of the
Very good match.
1999 National Bowling Stadium
and
Open.
subscribe.
Back in a moment.